Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Purdue's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now, and I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got a target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Purdue! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Looking to throw, it's Kinsey. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll run play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Flicks it out of the air. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume. Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing them around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Dumps it to the back. The throw to the outside is complete. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Wants to throw on first down. Firing toward the end zone. And touchdown grab, the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the...
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Under fire! Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Underwood. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Boilermakers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the move. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. second down. They'll go to the air. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. The receiver will not get it to the sticks. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker here. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinal. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? The give on the option. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The play-action fake. Quarterback extends the play. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Creates a little room. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him and forced the incompletion.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Boilermakers need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now in the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Skips away from pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Looking downfield, it's Kinsey. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time he's got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Taking it the other way. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for the responsibilities.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Finds a man in the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Looking to scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They get to the line quickly. They'll throw on third and short. He's got an open man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Wide open space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second quarter.
They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Grab near the marker. It's Barber. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he's just going to spike it.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
13. First down, Purdue.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off play action on first down. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick completion on the out route. Quick step and go. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10.
At the 41-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw again. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Hauls it in. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's in open space downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Dumps it off in the flats. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Here we go. Running with the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. To the air, it's Kinsey. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Boilermakers are on the move. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got the first down. Looking for more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He'll do it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Number 47 in punt formation to kick it away.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Quarterback on the keeper. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on! Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The Boilermakers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Purdue! And 6 more with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Hines is tight end.
Just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Tossed to the outside. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Kinsey. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch on the left. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Give to the back. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Boilermakers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They've been running it, but now the pass. Got his man on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.